A local woman has begun a business venture aimed at saving children from human traffickers. Rachel Salway, who lives in Sheffield and runs a fair trade fashion website, is launching a new campaign called Destiny Rescue, with the aim of raising £935 by Christmas to rescue, restore and rehabilitate at least one child affected and exploited by the crime. She told our reporter Charlotte Reed where the idea came from.
So originally, my business ideas really came from a trip to India and Africa in 2007, so quite a while ago. But I was traumatised really by the poverty that I saw and the exploitation of people in these countries, and I wanted to use my business background somehow to help them, and so I started to work with organisations that were empowering workers through fair trade, and from that really then my eyes started to open about the horrendous devastation that trafficking was causing to people. So I started the Stop the Traffic campaign, which is my website campaign, which gives a percentage of the sales from the website, but also I designed a jewellery bracelet and started to sell that. So I've got a Stop the Traffic bracelet that supports the Snowdrop project, and it sort of continued from that, and then I wanted to help more charities. So then the new collection at the moment supports 6 different charities.
And why did you decide that jewellery would be a good way to empower people and then sort of fundraise through that way?
I think because I'd already started the fair trade with the tailoring and jewellery making, and I was already selling scarves and dresses and skirts and different fashion items. I just started to work with an organisation that were already doing this, and basically on my website there is quite a few items that are made by survivors of trafficking from Asia. So there's some beautiful jewellery already there, and it just seemed to fit, and I had this idea to have a bracelet that was just different colours, and each different colour would represent a different charity.
And what do you ultimately want to achieve with this project?
Well, what I really want to achieve with this project is by Christmas this year, I want to have raised £935 for the Destiny Rescue charity, because I want to send an undercover agent into the depths of wherever to pull out and rescue a child from this horrendous crime. And from that £935, which doesn't seem like a massive amount to be able to do that, then a child is given a loving home, education and a new life. That's really what I want to do.
And how can you make people in Sheffield think that this is a local issue and something that they could need to pay attention to?
Previously, it has been thought that it is in other countries, Cambodia, Thailand, the Philippines. But I think with recent stories, particularly about a lady who was in the dark for 6 years, not let out, didn't see the light of day, but then was dumped at the side of the road because she became pregnant and ill, and the recent story of that happening actually here in Sheffield. I think that with recent exposure of different things that are happening, because the nature of this crime is so underground, I think that the more awareness that we create about it actually happening here, and also with the government's campaign, It's Closer Than You Think, I think this is a really good way to create awareness.
Each time someone buys a Destiny Rescue Stop the Traffic bracelet, £5 are donated towards Rachel's £935 target.